Hello, in today's tutorial we'll be looking at how to make a custom JRE for when you distribute a Java program so that you do not need to give the entire approximately 300 megabyte JRE. So the first step in doing this is you're going to want the jar that you're looking to export it with, and you run the jdeps command. When you run this, what it will do is it will give you the modules that it uses. So here we can see it uses Java Base as well as Java Desktop, and all these elements are part of Java Desktop. All we care about is this part here. The fact that it's using Java Desktop, we don't care about the specific parts. And now it's really simple. All we do is now we'll use the JLink command. So it's a bit of flags we're going to use here. We go JLink, add modules, the module, any modules that you have here, separate them by commas, and then you give it its output, which is the folder it's going to give it output to, and then we have these three flags here, which are all simply to reduce the size of the output. For instance, if you're giving this to a user, they don't need man pages in their JRE. So using the modules you've discovered you need, you will run this command. Output, it finishes fairly fast. And you can see that this one is now about 80 megabytes. So about a quarter the size of the original JRE. Additionally, this JRE that it outputs is very easy to compress. So if you're willing to distribute, if you're wanting to distribute this to users, let's just do zip. If you're giving it to Windows users, for instance, you want to compress it to the max, and it'll take a little bit, but as you can see, it compresses very well, 26 megabytes here. So this is very easy if you're looking to distribute it with a jar file. To give an example of how this can be used to make a package to distribute to other users, what I'm going to do is show you what I've used. So also important thing to note here is when you export this JRE, it'll do it based on the system you're on. So if you need a Windows JRE, you'll need to run that JLink command on Windows. And you can do that for every single system and get its own JRE. So you can have the JRE, your jar file, and then a simple launch script, which simply runs it with the Java version there. Using this, you can package this up. Here, I can compress it using advanced compression, get it to about 18 megabytes, whereas originally with JRE would have been about 300. So as you can see, this is a very effective way of making Java programs distributable to other users.